Okay, happy to report my thermarest is amazing. It's a little bit higher than I'm used to being while sleeping, but definitely warmer. The climate was great if you're on a budget. I think I paid on Amazon. I got it on sale. I think it was like $60 or $70. So if you're on a budget, I definitely recommend. I think it's called the Climate Static Light 5 or something. You can go. I do a lot of videos on my personal YouTube channel, Cheer on the Trail. So you can look at those gear videos to see the exact link. Thermarest is definitely a step up, more expensive. At REI yesterday I paid like $189 for it. Didn't really have much of a choice at this point. But yeah, I think it's gonna be worth it. Just update on how I'm feeling. Been having like altitude issues for what, we're in week 5 now. But I'm finally feeling better. Drinking a lot of water, taking a lot of Advil, taking some iron, eating more protein. So hopefully that will serve me well for the climb up Gray's Peak in a couple days, which is the highest point on the CDT. I think it's just over 14,200 feet. All right, here's where it ends. We are leaving the Colorado Trail. Goes this way. Goodbye, beautifully groomed trail. And we get the dirt road. There's Gray's Peak, a rounded one. Gonna climb that in a day or two. Goats, mom and babies. They are not scared of us. Oh my god. Hey, taking a break. Breakfast. These are so good. Little oatmeal packets with flax. And we have a friend that we picked up on the road. Hanging out with us. This little girl's been showing us around Montezuma. She's our tour guide. Right? This is called Pennsylvania Mine. Obviously really old. Won't be drinking anything out of the stream contaminated by mine activity. Alright, so we're climbing up a bunch of switchbacks, and eventually we'll be hiking on that ridge all the way. So I believe that is Gray's Peak. Okay, here's our route. Sometimes we have trail, sometimes it's a freestyle, especially getting closer to Gray's. Right there. what we're dealing with here. We're hiking on this knife's edge, and here I am. Hey, one side. And the other side. Woo! Sketchy. Woo! Here's the last stretch. Like literally straight up to Grays Peak. Yow! All right, almost to Grays Peak, right up there. Had a false summit or two, but I'm happy to report that despite heavy breathing, because probably at 14,000 right now, I'm feeling really good for the first time in like 5 weeks. So I've been taking Advil like it's a basic food group. I have been eating more protein this stretch. What else have I been? Oh, taking an iron supplement. I also took this anti-altitude sickness supplement and also boost oxygen, which is like the thing you can breathe in oxygen. So I don't know exactly what is the most effective, but I'm doing all those things. And I'm feeling so good at 14,000 feet. So, you know, if you suffer from, oh, there's snickers back there. If you suffer from extreme altitude sickness, you know, the best thing to do is to go down. But there are ways you can curb that too. So I think I kind of found my magic mix, if you will. Made it to the top. Woo! Grays Peak. Highest spot on the CDT. There's snickers. We did it. Beautiful up here. Woo. Look at this guy. Top of the world. Oh yeah. Well, we're definitely back on the CDT and off of the CT because this is an example of a switchback. Really skinny and really sketchy. And you fall like straight down if you slip. So awesome. Yesterday we hiked that whole ridge up and down all day, in the sun, in the wind, around. And there's the trail, and we camped down in there. Really, probably the hardest day I had on trail. Okay, nothing like a morning climb in Colorado. Here's the top. I think we gained like 1,000 feet of elevation in 1 mile. Good morning. So that's par for the course in Colorado. So we're getting into Winter Park today. I couldn't be happier. Like I was saying in that ridgeline video, did not have a great day yesterday. It was beautiful, but I just didn't appreciate what I was seeing along that ridgeline, unfortunately, because it was just up and down all day in the sun. I didn't take much video because the wind was awful, and I'm looking down because I don't want to kill myself right now. It's pretty rocky. Got altitude sickness again, so I think that Boost Oxygen that I took on Gray's Peak, because I felt great on Gray's. Really helped. That's the only thing I didn't do yesterday that I did on Gray's Peak. So note to self, Boost Oxygen works, for me at least. So yeah, I think yesterday was probably my worst day on trail in Colorado. I had one of those in New Mexico as well. Seems to happen every stretch, which I think is normal. Everybody has bad days. So yeah, really looking forward to getting into town. We're gonna take a quick Nero, and we're gonna hike out because we're supposed to be getting snow, I think in like 4 days. So might be holed up in Grand Lake. I want to try to make it before that. So we'll see how the weather actually turns out. Whew. So like I said, we have a couple big climbs today. Weren't really planning to go as far as we're going. We started at like 10, but I think we're gonna make 16 miles up and over to, this is a peak right here, James Peak. And then we had a pass. Actually, no, I take that back. We had another peak to go over this morning. So I'm crushing it today. It's kind of windy. Sorry about that. Because there were really no tent sites for this. And we have a long water here, so we don't like the trees. So we went into Winter Park. Just popped in for an overnight. Stayed at the Viking, which was great for it's cheap. It's like $50. So yeah, great little town. Lots of really good food to eat. I had some sushi, which was nice. Ice cream, of course. Coffee, all that good stuff. And our next stop is Grand Lake in about 3 more days. Another climb out of town. Ooh. Tell by my reading. Beautiful. Almost at 13,300. Top of James Peak. Oh, really worked for it today. Hi. I made it to the top of James Peak at, I think, 6 p.m. or later. Now we have to go down that ridge and find a camp spot. Cool railroad bridge. What a pretty view. It's really cold this morning. Cold, windy, and very cloudy. But now it looks like it's clearing up. It's so windy. Where we came from, the top of that ridge. Really windy. So today got a lot better. Perfect example of a bad day turning around into a good day. Have a really good, beautiful trail right now. Really low elevation for the CDT. I think we're at 10 or 9,000. We're gonna drop to 8,000 and then be there until we get into Grand Lake. So that'll be nice, especially since, I don't know if you can see, the weather is turning a little bit. We're supposed to have snow, at least in the high country, tonight. So glad we're dropping down. This morning was really quite tough. It's really hard to hike in high winds, especially if you're kind of on a ridge. So we were hiking in high winds, cold, really cold, fog for about 6.5 hours. My eyes were watering because the wind was so strong and kind of blowing in my face. And the wind actually knocked me down a couple times. So it's reminiscent of on the PCT, I had quite a time out of Tehachapi with a really bad wind. So reminiscent of that. But like I said, you can see the trail back there. So nice. I can just kind of cruise down to camp. Trying to do 20 miles today, despite the sucky wind. So this morning. So yeah, hopefully we'll be in camp soon.